Well, now, how do you do? Norwood, like Polly, Barebones Broadcasting. This is Independence Day. I ain't independent of just England. I'm independent of England's horseshit. How you do? This Barebones, Norwood, like Polly, Barebones Studio on YouTube. Thank you very much. Now we're going to get what we're independent of. All the bullshit the church is saying. We're independent of that, every church. Hey, Spirit, bite it. Independence Day. Hey, all you angels, stuff it up your ass. Independent. Hey, Lord, bite my butt. Lord, independent. I'm independent of my Creator's hold on me today. Hey, Lord, F-U-C-K-U. 4th of July. Independent of all the mockery that jades human image. Independent of it. And anything. Hey, school teacher, stuff it up your school teacher butt. I spit in all the faces of every school teacher that ever lived. I'm independent. I'm independent. It's the porch of the line. I'm independent. I'm independent. I'm independent. I'm independent today. I'm independent of all the horseshit I've ever been told about anything. All the meaning of this and all the meaning of that is a bunch of hockey. Hey, Supreme Court, independent today. Fuck ya. Fuck you, Supreme Court. You don't know the meaning of a goddamn thing. You squirrel-brained bitch. Got it? Independent. Of all the jurisdiction over what I'm allowed to say or not allowed to say today. Independent. Freedom of speech. Well now, that looks like Judgment Day to me. Freedom of speech on Judgment Day. When you get in the Lord's court, let me tell you something. The floor is yours. Okay. I like that idea. The Lord told me every word you'll ever utter come out of my mouth, and that's the only reason you had it. Punk! Believe me, there's a lot of words here that you didn't get, she-nyampa. A lot of people told me. I said, I'm the worst thing, I'm the biggest load on my government. So many people tell me you are not the worst thing and a load on your government. I actually believe them. And I think to depend on your government is the worst thing you could ever be. And I need to do, and I always have. I'm born with a birth defect. If it wasn't for the United States government, I'd be nothing. I am nothing. But I'm something more than nothing. If it wasn't for them. They, staff of human beings, employ the United States government that have done what they could for me. Not bad. And any other nation on this planet wouldn't have it. And it hasn't been enough. It's been all under the restriction of the stuff that you're not allowed to say. Not because of tradition more than anything. Has nothing to do with the government. Has nothing to do with anything except one word. Tradition. And humans will stand for that and backstab anything that mocks it. Well, you're looking at one that tradition has mocked me and a lot of places here. A lot of things, and tradition is mocking the welfare of those yet to come and glaring in the face of the fiscal hell of it. Well, tradition, you can expect this one to mock you on Independence Day. Okay? Because I'm independent of your traditional mockery of any image you have of me. And I don't care what your image says about me today. I am going to cut up in the damnedest ways on this camera today. Independence Day. Tradition. And all the staffs of it. That's all I see staffed anywhere in employment and or military or religion or anything else on this globe. The staffs are all tradition and have nothing to do with what they're remarking to or about. And you've mocked your position horribly. And then you've hired more around you. So now you got everybody's position screwed up. And you've done that for about 3.5 million years since you stopped sharing the information of the forest with each other from before birth on. Humans at one time shared this experience before the child was born and rehearsed it many times, then they had the child. Now you don't understand anything about that whole concept. At one time, that was very much done. And a whole group of people worked together to build an environment for one of them to have a child. Want a bat? And they worked very collectively. And they got that environment going, then they had the child. Want a bat? And they didn't breed until they did. They ran in family pods of many generations hooked together, migrating and meandering to, let's call it, puddles of bacteria in floodplains. Now that's quite evident from the information you have told me and the echo of information that has spoken to me, United States, and I hold that quite a priceless privilege, and I just get excited to run and come and tell you what you told me. That's what I'm doing. And thank you for telling me, and I'm telling you what you told me. Thank you. You arose something in me I call the last remaining monarch. How do you like me? You rubbed the genie. I've come out of the jar. Hi. The genetic jar. Like me? I've jumped out of a genetic jar because of what you told me. You rubbed me. I'm a genie. Like me? How do you like me? Norman Woodstock Spaulding jumped out of a genetic jar because the United States of America, like a sweet cherub, rubbed the jar. Do you understand that? Yea, United States. Something everything living on this planet is not living up to at all. Everything living. Planet EAR, parenthesis DH, failing it. Except Old Glory. She is not failing it. She still flaps. You don't. Get independent. Flap. Speak up for your nation and your failure to live in a mindset of duty to it, as Kennedy asked you to do. So today you remember John Kennedy's name in a very honorable way. Got it? Because it hasn't been remembered like that ever, before or after. Has it? The place wasn't ready for him, and mocked him, and said words in. That's typical.